The power of perspective. Let some fires burn. Sometimes. Okay, let's get into something real. Have you ever felt like life is just a non-stop emergency? Every time you catch your breath, something else pops up. The emails won't stop. Your phone is buzzing, deadlines are stacking, family's calling, your mind is racing, and you're running around trying to keep everything from falling apart. It's like you've become a full-time firefighter. But instead of putting out one big blaze, it's 1,000 tiny ones, back to back to back. Sound familiar? If you're nodding your head right now, I want you to hear this. You're not alone. And more importantly, you don't have to live like this. Let me ask you a few more questions. Do you ever feel completely drained, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, like no matter how much sleep you get or how hard you try to push through, you're still waking up exhausted? That kind of fatigue doesn't just come from doing too much. It often comes from fighting the wrong battles. And with all of this tied together, that brings me to today's message: perspective, or what I like to call getting to the vantage point. Now, stay with me here. When we're constantly reacting to our problems, people, pressure, we're so close to the chaos that we can't even see what's really happening. We're just surviving, not solving, not strategizing, just moving from one fire to the next. And I get it, I've been there, but I want to offer you a mindset shift that can literally change how you move through your life. Let some fires burn. Not everything is urgent. Not every fire needs your immediate attention. Sometimes you've got to step back and look at the bigger picture. Let me give you some real life examples. Work stress. You're constantly fixing small errors, replying to every email within seconds, jumping in to help with your coworkers, and now you're overwhelmed, behind on your own project, and burning out fast. Step back. Maybe the bigger issue is poor boundaries or unrealistic expectations. Or maybe the system at your job is broken and needs to be addressed. Family dynamics. Let's say you're solving everyone's problems, refereeing arguments, overextending yourself, and it's draining your peace. Step back. Maybe the deeper issue is your role in the family, being tied to an emotional laborer and feeling responsible for other people's happiness. What about your health? You're treating symptoms left and right, taking meds for headaches, drinking coffee for fatigue, journaling for anxiety, but nothing is really improving. Step back. Maybe the deeper issue is chronic stress or mismanagement of your lifestyle or your environment. See what I mean? When you step into a vantage point, you are not abandoning your life. You are choosing clarity over chaos. You're giving yourself the power to see the pattern, not just the pieces. You might notice, whoa, these fires are all connected. And even deeper, they're all starting from the same place. Now, for me, I'm big on illustrations and metaphors. So let's say I'm putting out all these miniature fires left and right, exhausting myself like an octopus, all 8 tentacles everywhere, hands on, scrambling my brains. But in reality, there's a factory leak upstream. Oil is spilling, it's catching flame, and I'm over here with the water bottle running in circles at each miniature fire. Fixing the factory? That is a strategy. Running from fire to fire? That's survival. And listen, this perspective shift isn't always easy. It may even feel counterintuitive. You might think, but if I don't fix it right now, it'll get worse. And yes, some things do require your immediate attention, but not everything needs your energy right now. You don't have to be everywhere at once. You don't have to split yourself in 12 directions. Sometimes the most powerful move you can make is to pause, observe, and plan. Clarity doesn't always come from doing more. It often comes from doing less and seeing more. So let that fire burn. Not forever, just long enough for you to see where it's coming from. That's all I wanted to offer you today: a moment, a mindset, a shift. As you know, I'm a mental health strategist, therapist by trade, coach, and speaker. And something that I've learned is that for me, concepts really land better when I can illustrate them, use metaphors, analogies, paint a picture. And my mind naturally works in this way, works using visuals and vivid connections. So that's why I want to share the idea of looking at all these miniature fires from a vantage point to get a better view, to get a better understanding of where the fires are starting and identify the source so you can come up with a better solution. And when something like that clicks for me in a session with someone, I love to share it with the world because maybe it'll click for you too. So, if this resonated with you, receive it. If not, leave it right here. Either way, thank you for being here. And as always, I look forward to connecting with you all when the mind clicks.